I promised myself I was going to do this on Friday, but I didn't have a topic that was deep enough or passionate enough. I didn't feel led, but I do today. So makeup looks good today, right? No, I'm not going out, but this was a tool. So it's been almost 3 years, I think, around 3 years, that I've been medication free and depression free for 3 years. I still have moments of anxiety though, or excitement, or change, because they feel the same. And I've only taken 3 Xanaxes or something of that sort of benzo 3 times, 3 pills, 0.25 in 3 years, and that's only as a result of the anxiety being so bad that I was in the hospital or something like that. Anyway, so I don't take anything, I just deal with it. And one of the ways that I deal with it is using tools, distraction tools. So last night, a loved one got annoyed with me because I didn't have the correct response for them. And that wasn't the issue. That's not what triggered me. What triggered me was not running to explain it. I've always been that person that explains everything. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I can't tell you how many times I've said sorry in my lifetime. Sorry, 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 sorry. Even when I thought that I didn't do anything wrong, it didn't matter. Because what was always important to me was keeping the other person happy. I think, like, for one of the first times, I'm very new to it, I didn't apologize. I didn't run and say sorry, and I didn't explain. Because the fact of the matter is I was overwhelmed in the moment, and spinning too many plates, and I just couldn't do that at that time. So when I was able to do it, I did. But I didn't explain myself, and that caused such discomfort in me that it triggered me, and I stayed anxious most of the night last night, and I woke up anxious this morning. And anxiety, oh my God, I'm such a treacherous little bastard. But I was sitting there this morning, I was up at 5, already anxious. And I thought to myself, what do I need to do right now? So I have a list of things that I love to do. Among them are singing, writing, dancing, makeup, coloring, things that just bring me, lift my vibration in that very moment. So I did my makeup. And as I was doing my makeup and focused on doing it, I had moved my focus from following the breadcrumbs to the rabbit hole. I had moved my focus to doing my makeup and watching a movie, so the anxiety lessened, and I feel better now. Do I still have? Yeah, I have a little undercurrent of it, even right now. But that's okay, because that's a part of life. The number one tool that I've used to circumvent anxiety for the last 3-4 years has been to lean into it. To literally lean into it and say, okay, well, what's the worst that can happen, right? I die, and we're all going to die one day, so I'm not going to worry about it. If it's my time, and nothing's going to stop it. So lean in. So I lean into it and surrender to it instead of fighting it. I just accept that I love you. I love you, my anxiety. You're a part of me, and you deserve to be loved. I love you, my anxiety. You're showing me something. Either it's change or growth. It could be anxiety. It could be excitement. And they all process to me the same way. So, Kyle Cease, he's an amazing guy. He's like half a comedian, half, a philosopher. And he had us make this list. I took one of his classes, and I had to make a list of all the things that raise your vibration, that make you happy, that make you joyful right in that moment. And I know my list. It's in my head now. I know exactly what to go to in that moment. So today it was makeup. Next time it could be singing. It could be dancing. It could be coloring. Whatever does it for you. Have those tools available so that when something happens, and things will trigger us. I mean, this is life. Somebody had a great analogy for it. We're all walking wounds, smacking into each other. And sometimes we just hit that one, that triggers the other person, and we don't always know it. This is invisible. This is inside, so we have no idea of what's going on. My loved one didn't know that it caused all this. They still won't know. They're going to wonder, is that me? Is that me? Whatever, right? Because I'm not saying anything, because We don't always have to explain ourselves like that. We don't have to apologize for our existences because we're sensitive or because we're dealing with anxiety or panic attack or depression or whatever we're dealing with it, right? And we're doing our thing. We don't have to apologize for our very existence. So I didn't apologize and I didn't explain, and that is even as I say this, I realize how big that is for me. I mean, I'm 51 years old, so I've been apologizing since I was old enough to speak. I'm sorry, you're angry, I'm sorry, you're angry, I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. It's human, and I was overwhelmed last night, and that's human too, and that's okay. And we don't have to apologize for everything. So make a list of the things that you love to do. Put it on an index card. Put it somewhere that you're gonna always see it. Put it right by your front door, so when you're leaving, you know, okay, these are my tools. You have tools in your toolbox. We just got to pull them out and use them. And doing something you love in the middle of that, something that shifts you. Sing a song, sing real loud, dance like you're crazy. Dance like nobody's watching, because chances are they're not. They're busy doing their own thing and they could care less what we're doing. And sometimes no matter what we do, what we wear, what we say, somebody's going to be pissed off anyway, so at least make yourself happy, right? Oh my God, even as I just can't speak right now though, even as I just outed that, I felt a weight lift with the acknowledgement that I love you, my anxiety. I love you. You're part of me. You're part of me. You're showing me something. What is this here to teach me? What can I learn from this? What other magic can I find? What else is possible? I find that those are much better questions than what else can go wrong. So I hope that helps somebody, because it did help me. Have an amazing day. Bye.